So I have this old Allis Chalmers tractor. This is a 1959 D17 tractor. And this tractor originally comes with a snap coupler hitch. Now that's an old hitch that Allis Chalmers made, and it takes special implements to fit to this tractor. So a year ago I ended up buying this 3-point conversion hitch to convert this tractor over to a 3-point hitch. Now I do have a lot of older implements that fits the old hitch. So this 3-point conversion hitch can actually be taken on and off the tractor fairly easily, so I can still run the old equipment and any new 3-point equipment that I've purchased. So I tried making a video on this probably like a year ago. I never finished the video. So we're going to go back to some old footage of this conversion hitch and how I had to put that together. So basically this conversion hitch mounts to the drawbar. So this is the drawbar right here, and this conversion hitch has some pieces that bolt to that drawbar that allows you to put new lift arms on here, and that converts it over to 3-point lift arms. Also, there's a new top link piece that goes on the back. It gives you a top link attachment to your tractor, and this will bolt here on the back of the tractor and underneath the seat. We'll go ahead and review some old footage of trying to assemble this whole conversion hitch, and then we'll go through on how to put the conversion hitch onto the tractor. Hey YouTube, today I'm going to assemble a 3-point hitch conversion for my Allis Chalmers tractor. In a video before I explained that the Allis Chalmers had a snap coupler hitch, and you can't buy new attachments that attach to that. So this is a conversion hitch to change it to 3-point, and that way I can buy new attachments for my Allis Chalmers tractor. So what we have here, I bought this from OK Tractor, and it came in these 2 packages. And as you can see, this was the top link bracket, and it was only spot welded in 2 spots, and they forgot to weld it and paint it, and it fell off during shipment, the other side of this top link bracket. I called them up and explained it to them, and they sent me a whole new one, no problem, no cost. So their customer service was good and prompt. I had that within a few days. So we're going to go ahead and take these 2 packages apart and get our parts sorted out. And over here, this is the drawbar for the tractor, and I opted for the hitch that attaches to this drawbar. So when you put your drawbar in, you'll have your drawbar and your 3-point hitch, just like a normal tractor. That may make this weigh a good amount and make it a little harder to take on and off the tractor, I'm not sure. But that's what I opted for. So these parts are going to kind of bolt up, and they're going to go on the drawbar, and then it'll go on the tractor. And then if I want to go back to the old snap coupler hitch, I just have to pull this off the tractor, and it's back to the old hitch. So it allows me to be a 3-point, and I can still be the old snap coupler hitch and still use all my old attachments. So let's get started. Alright, here's all our parts laid out. This is your top link attachment, and it actually, you're going to have to take the seat off of your tractor and maybe some other stuff to get that on. That one actually may end up being the most difficult because I would have to disassemble stuff to put that on. Okay, these are your 2 new lift arms that are going to be for your new 3-point hitch. That's where the back of the lift arms go, and this bracket mounts on top of here. And then these go from your new lift arms to your old snap coupler lift arms. It's got the little snap coupler ends on it to snap in. So these bolts, I believe, are going to bolt in these holes on your old lift arms, and then that's going to go to your old lift arms. This piece is kind of the odd piece, and it's like, where does this go? This is like an anti-sway, and it actually fits over the top of these 2 arms here, and it sticks out a little on each side, and that allows that new 3-point hitch arm does not
turn in too much toward your drawbar. It actually kind of sets your inside width and prevents those bars from being able to go to the inside. So that's all that is kind of a sway limiter for your new lift arms. So first thing first, I got to take this bracket, I got to mount it on here, and apparently one of these holes may not be in this hitch, and I'm going to have to drill a hole in the hitch and bolt that on. Then after that, it should be pretty simple. Throw these arms onto those two pins, put these bolts through those holes, and then bolt this up on there, and then the whole bottom part should be done. So this shouldn't take long for the bottom part. Okay, now I've got the drawbar or crossbar here bolted to the drawbar. I had to drill out this hole right here, and then the very rear hole goes in with the little loop bracket that's on your drawbar. So one hole is already drilled, and then I had to put this other hole here. It ends up being about 5 inches from your little knuckle at the front. After getting the lift arms on, the sway bar is next, and I ran into a little bit of problem because this hitch has been broken, and they added metal onto the sides, which made it thicker. So I've had to cut some of the metal back and re-weld it so that I have enough space here for this sway bar to fit on. So we're going to take this sway bar, and it's going to mount like that. It's going to be with the long flat sides are going to be straight up and down, and then that's going to slide up over the bar and bolt on. Okay, I've got the sway bar onto the drawbar. I had to kind of pound that down a little bit and got the bolts in. Now what I plan on doing is, while I've got this in this condition, I think I'm going to go ahead and mount this on the tractor, and then I'm going to put these lift arm linkages on after I've got the drawbar in the tractor. And then the hitch will be complete at that point, and then the only thing left will be the top link bracket I'll have to put on the tractor. Now I'm done with the 3-point conversion. Everything's completely assembled. Top link bracket's on. 3-point conversion hitch is on. One additional thing I had to do was, there was a solid bar that went between the original lift arms, and I had to remove that bar because when it would lower, it would have interfered with the top link. So after removing that, now everything is ready to go.
So the hardest part of converting this tractor over to 3-point hitch is to get this drawbar up and locked into the tractor. So we're going to go ahead. This is the heaviest piece of it all. So we're going to go ahead. What I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to try to get this knuckle here in the front, this ring here in the front. I'm going to try to get it resting up here on the snap coupler attachment point. Now I'm going to try to lift on the back of this and push and try to get that to snap in place. Alright, now it's snapped in place. I just need to go ahead and get this top piece here pinned up to the bottom of the tractor. It pins up there. So now that we got the drawbar locked in and pinned to the tractor, that was the hardest part of the whole deal. So that's a little difficult. This is pretty heavy, but the rest of this goes pretty easy. So all we have left to do is attach the lift arms now. So basically, this is the back of the lift arm. It's going to fit back here on the pin on the drawbar, and then this piece right here, it's going to attach to the old lift arm, and it's ready to go. So these lift arms are a little bit different because they actually come with a Category 2 lift pin, which is a little different. So they have a Cat 2 lift pin on the lift arms, but yet our top link on here ends up still being a Cat 1 top link. So it's a little bit weird. I do have one Cat 2 implement that I do lift with this, and the rest of them I'm ending up having to put the little bushings in the lift arm to make it smaller to fit the Category 1 lift arms. I like to hang the lift arm first. And then slide it over that back pin. Take our washer and our pin out of the back. Open up our lift arm here. Just like the last one, I like to hang it from the lift arm first, and then just lift up and get the back of the lift arm on. Put in our washer and pin it. We're good. So if you end up have one of these Allis Chalmers tractors and it's got this old snap coupler hitch, you will be hard to find implements to fit this tractor, and people probably want a pretty good amount of money for them for some reason, but I highly suggest looking into the 3-point conversion hitch. I think you can pick them up for around $300 to $500, and basically this ends up just being like a standard tractor now, and it gives you the flexibility to go buy any kind of 3-point implement that you want to run on the tractor, and it works just fine.